So, to speak on fixing a broken heart, please welcome our President, Mila Gregorio.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Me again. If I'm not mistaken, all of us here have a heart. But before I start, I want to tell you a story. There was this specialist. He was walking in the park and he saw one of his 85-year-old patients looking really happy with a very attractive lady. So he approached them and said, "You're looking pretty well. You must be doing well and feeling okay." And the patient said, "Oh, you know me, doctor. Doctor's advice. You have a hot mama. Have a hot mama, and be cheerful." And the doctor said, "No, that's not what I meant. I said you have a heart murmur, and be careful." Ladies and gentlemen, the heart, our heart. I have to stay here, I think. So we have a heart. The heart is a beating muscle that pumps the blood and goes into the circulatory system. It beats 100,000 daily or over 1 billion in a lifetime. And it rests about 60 to 100 beats per minute, which is equivalent to the pulse. And each heartbeat is made up of two parts. Just take this off. Made up of two parts. One is the systole, which is when the heart pumps out the blood from the heart, and the other one's the diastole, which when the heart relaxes. You will recognize this when you're getting a blood pressure. There's one number on the top, there's one number at the bottom. So systole would be the one at the top, diastole will be the one at the bottom. And I've got some facts about heart disease. In Australia, and even in the world, heart disease is the biggest killer disease. It affects 2 out of 3 families, or 1 in 6 Australians. 90% of Australians have at least one modifiable risk factor. The risk factors being the ones here: high blood pressure, where our population has 30% of our population has got it. High cholesterol, 51% has got it. Overweight and obesity, 60% of the population has got it. Physical inactivity, low fruit and vegetable intake, with the proliferation of all the takeaway food and McDonald's there. Alcohol and smoking is 10 to 20%. These statistics all were taken from the Heart Foundation. In 2012, about 45,600 Australians died because of the cardiovascular disease, and it's 1 in 12 minutes. 2010, 482,000 hospitalizations were experienced because of heart disease. So what is a broken heart? Today we're talking about the broken heart. The broken heart we can have a broken heart because of separation, losing somebody you love, or a breakup, or an object that's really, really close to you, or a goal, an achievement that you really want to achieve and you can't do it. We describe the situation as having a broken heart. It's also called stress-induced cardiomyopathy, or takotsubo. Takotsubo is a Japanese trap for octopus. So it looks like the heart vessel. It feels like a real pain. What happens when you have a broken heart? When you say, "I've got a broken heart," your brain makes this hormone that actually causes you to have depression. So your body reacts to that hormone, and you feel like you have a real pain. Some people say that their heart is being ripped out, stabbed, bleeding, stumped, flushed, just to name a few. The symptoms will be chest pain, just like the normal heart attack, and arrhythmias, which is irregular heartbeats. The test for the broken heart syndrome is exactly the same as what we have for heart attack. By the way, I want to show you, I forgot to get this. I want to show you a heart. I got a heart. So I've got a heart here. This is the whole heart. And this one is a broken heart. Just to make a difference. But once we take off this bandage, it will exactly be the same as the normal heart. There's no damage, there's no stoppage in the veins or anything like that. Nothing. So the statistics for the broken heart syndrome, it can strike even if you don't have any heart disease history in the family. Women, we have to be careful. It's 7 to 9 times more likely to experience than men. 50 years or older has 3 times more chance than younger women. There is a chance of fatality of 1%, and 3.5 to 10% will experience recurrence. So once you say to yourself, you've got a broken heart, be careful because you might have it again. It normally occurs in summer. The exact causes are unknown. But this was really interesting because more than 50% of those who suffered broken heart actually think of their exes too much. And I was astonished to find out that women actually think of their exes more than men. But more than half of singles say that because of this broken heart, it stops them from getting another love. And almost 2/3 of married people, 2/3 actually think of the exes. And about 1/3 say that it interferes with their marriage. So we have to fix it. We have to fix a broken heart that's not really broken. So fixing a broken heart. One of the things that I like to do is to be coaching people on their self-esteem. To be able, I am a trained neuro-linguistic programmer, and I'd like to help people change their behavior and change their beliefs. Self-esteem is when you are trusting in yourself. You don't blame yourself for these things. You take responsibility for whatever happened to you, no matter how or who did it to you. It is your responsibility to react and act on it, to better yourself and release your negative feelings. Forgive and find hope. Let go. There's no way that we need to get back to the old flame. The other things I will just go, like with internet, try to avoid, create your own friends in the internet. Avoid going to social media just to see how your exes are, what they're doing. And we have to support people who are actually having the same problems that we have. And then at the end, we have to congratulate and always celebrate ourselves because we learn in every situation in life, we learn and we will be successful. So go out and rock the world. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Mila, for that wonderful speech.